main question was why did you decide to move from Angus to Obra breed?
Yeah, so it's only been the last 2 to 3 years we started using the Obra. Traditionally, we would have used Angus here, and we were happy with the Angus. They were nice and easy calving, but their conformation and their carcass weight wasn't as high maybe as we'd like for the beef farmer. So the Albrecht is the best of both worlds. The beef farmer gets a really good strong calf, but we also have a nice easy calving bull as well. So that's the main reason. I think they're really docile, friendly calves as well. As you can see, they're a really nice looking animal, and like as I said, the gestation length is reasonably good as well for a beef breed. So we're actually going to move away from the Angus and focus on the Albrecht now, because it's the best of both worlds for the beef and the dairy farmer, and we want to collaborate more with the beef farmer. We want a more saleable calf, so we sell them at 4 to 5 weeks of age, and there is a big difference between the size of the calves and the value of the calves at that age. I think we're definitely going to focus more on these animals, and as well they score very highly in the dairy beef index, which is ICBF's. I suppose you call it a score, I suppose, really for the bull. So the Angus's were good for calving, like I said, but it's their conformation, the beef traits maybe leave them down a little bit, so they wouldn't score as highly on the dairy beef index. And whereas the Albrechts do score very highly, so that's why we look at dairy beef index. We see Albrechts are high in the list, and then we choose the Albrecht bulls because of that, because they're going to calf easily, calf on time, and they're going to have nice, strong animals for the beef farmer to finish. So everybody's happy then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were wondering if there was any data collection for the weight of the calves after fattening and from the slaughterhouses, for instance. Do you get the data? Or?
Well, see, I don't know. I don't not here. See, we don't get it when we sell them at a young age. Yeah. So it's more so whoever finishes them will get that data back. But Kate's uncle actually bought calves this year, so we'll hopefully get some information back from them. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe James or Angela, if he wants to comment on that, say, on the finishing weights and the age of slaughter. That would be normal for the Albrechts.
Yeah, we were talking to a dairy beef farmer, and he said that the Angus and the Albrechts were much the same at birth, but over a couple of weeks the Albrechts start to strip away, and when it comes to feeding them for a finish, the Albrechts move into high scores, like creating a good carcass out of dairy beef, and they pull away from Angus altogether. There's no comparison when it comes to finishing.
Yeah.
So that's the main advantage. So sell them at the market or anything, you're going to get a very good price for them. That's it then.
Sometimes it can be very deceiving. Sometimes the Albrechts can look maybe short, but they have a really good capacity, and they have the double muscle as well. So sometimes the Anguses can look a little bit bigger, but said when the older they get, the bigger the difference you see, and then when you actually at the kilo, then the kilo percentage is higher than for the Albrechts compared to the Angus. So yeah,
the growth is better too.
Yeah, the growth is better. Yeah, like James said, they seem to need very little to thrive, so their feed conversion efficiency is very good, which is important as well. We look at the same in our dairy herd. We're looking to breed animals that I suppose eat less but produce a little bit more. So the Albrechts do that very well. And then he's like what you expect of a subject cow. Yeah. And we've had a few calves like that. Yeah. Let's see what he's saying about it. He's only a week old maybe, I'd say. Yeah, so these bulls are 3 years old. So both of them around the same age. There's only maybe 3 months between them. So like January 2019 born and May 2019.
Janvier 2020, Mai 2020 à droite là-bas.
So these are really high on the dairy beef index, like I was saying. So they have really good figures for calving ease, and gestation length is good. And then obviously the beef traits are good as well. So they have, you can see by looking at them, they have good conformation. So That's the main reason we chose them. And then the other big advantage is how docile and friendly they are. We don't even know they're on the farm. They don't make any noise. They're so quiet. So that's really important because safety is a big issue on all farms. So I still see farmers never seem to be happy.